Hi, Frabbins. It is me again, and it's that time where I pave this road to hell that I'm on. The road to fire noodle hell. By trying out some other noodle soups and such. And today, again from the Nangshim family, we have Ansongtangmyeon. No idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but hey, that was my attempt. Ansongtangmyeon, spicy miso noodle soup. Now, if you remember the last noodle soup I had, it was the sun veggie, and it said gourmet mild on the package, and it was still a little spicy. So this actually says straight up spicy miso noodle soup. So I'm like, really? You're actually advertising the spiciness? This could get interesting. Now, granted, I would love to make a pretty bowl of noodles like that, but I don't have those kind of fixins, and that's okay because I want to try it at its essence. All I want to add is whatever it came with. The spices, the soup base, whatever, and the vegetable package or whatever kind of little package that came extra with it. That's all I want in it. And we'll save the real fancy stuff for when we go visit some of the illustrious noodle houses in San Antonio, which we will do, I promise you. Can't say when, but we will. But until then, we're eating them out of the package like this. So where do we go? That's right, to the stove. And here we are in the bowels of hell. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. I brought along with me today my #1 fan. It's Hecho in Mexico. Okay, we got this water to a nice boil here. Let's open this up like a Neanderthal. Noodle! Here's our bath bomb. And how many packages do we get today? 1. Ooh, everything we need is in one package. Spicy miso, don't play around. In you go, Hugo. Get down, James Brown. At a full tilt now. Back in a sec. And there you have it. The done deal. Noodles are on par with the last one. But like I said, there was only one package in there, and they were able to squeeze in some cabbage, I see. No exotic vegetables. Nothing too fancy about this one. It's soup and it's noodles. The Cliff Note version of noodle soup. Ha! Let's get down on this, shall we? And there you have it. Very simple, bare bones noodle soup. They were able to squeeze in, like I said, some dried cabbage, which moistened up real nice and expanded, added a little color to it. But the star of this one is the soup base. Like I said, the last one I ate, the vegetable one, actually said gourmet mild soup, and there was definitely some play on some spice there. Not anything excruciating, but there was spice there. This one is actually called spicy miso noodle soup. Miso sorry, but me got a little precaution here just in case I start choking on it, just in case like I take a little too much of a slurp of soup and it gets to the back of my throat. I'm like, don't want you guys to have to hear that all day and night. So this is just to make sure, not to fight any like heat or anything. I don't think it's going to be that spicy, although it's a prominent fixture in that title. Again, noodles looking a-okay. So let's see exactly what does a spicy miso soup bring to the table. Bon appetit. Okay, well, I guess when it's like going to see a movie that's been overhyped, you expect so much more. Flavor-wise, it's not bad, but it's advertised as spicy, and this isn't really so spicy. The vegetable mild was spicier. Very good noodle texture. The cabbage is basically just there for show. Just to give you a little something to help you think you're eating like a gourmet meal, I guess. I'm not really getting the spicy part of this. In fact, well, I was gonna say it was kind of light on flavor too, but it's a miso soup. Miso isn't usually that flavorful anyway. It's like a watery soup, very light. So I guess in that aspect, you can cut it some slack. The little flavor I am getting in this is pleasant. Not one of my favorites, but it's okay. Man, I was really bracing for the G's on this one. I was waiting for like tears in my eyes. Like, man, really? Spicy? Seriously? Nah. It is, without a doubt, pleasant. It's a pleasant noodle soup. Now, I do know some people who would eat this and lose their minds, because I've seen them do it on plain chicken flavored ramen. Ooh, that's spicy. Ooh, oh, water, please, water. Like, damn, where'd you get the spicy noodles? Look, plain chicken flavor. Why was that spicy to them? No idea. I don't want to make assumptions. But something definitely wasn't right about that. Loads of noodles. Gotta give them that. Maybe if I drink enough of the soup, the spicy part will build up a little bit. Ah, there, no, that ain't it. It's a tad disappointing. I mean, the mild vegetable one that I had, the spice that I tasted, and that was a nice surprise. This one was more like, surprise, sucker, no spice, even though it's labeled spicy miso. Miso, sorry. Miso not put any spice in your soup. Soup-wise, it's good. I mean, the flavor isn't too bad. It's not bad at all, really. It's just, kind of bland. Kind of meh, you know? Nice hot soup, though. I mean, you just want something to bust the chill out if you just came in from like a day of shoveling snow. Sure. Trying to get down to that little garbage pile at the bottom of the bowls. Nothing but noodles and cabbage down there. Drives me nuts when people take their ramen, they bust it up. Unless you're making a spread, you know, making that hyphy food, don't break up your noodles, man. Keep them long. Keep them, you know. It's like when I see people making spaghetti, they break the noodles in half. Like, why? They're supposed to wrap around the fork. What are you doing? Don't do that. I need my noodles broken like I'm a child. I'm an adult. I know it's hard to tell sometimes, but I am. A lot of noodles in there. Oh, see, I spilled it anyway. Damn it. So much for my adulthood. Well, the vegetable one I had, I was going to give it a 6 just because it was a vegetable soup. Wound up being really surprised. No, I was going to wind up giving it a 7. But I wound up being kind of surprised by it. It bumped it up to an 8. This one, as I was tasting it, I was going to give this one a 7. But I'm going to zing it one more point for false advertising. This ain't spicy. So 6 out of 10. Fui. All in all, not terrible. Not bad. Not worth the money I spent on it, which wasn't a lot, but compared to the other noodles that I spent about the same amount of money, kind of failed. So remember the name, Nangshim Ansung Tang Nyun. Spicy? Miso noodle soup. I put that little question mark in there. Maybe it is. Maybe it's spicy. Depends on the person eating it, I guess. But until next time, guys, take care. Thanks for joining me. And catch you again as we pave this road, getting ever closer to the Fire Noodle Challenge. Stay tuned. See ya.